last session, your unnamed party made it to Horn Ridge after fleeing Clash and the great beast who intervened and caused much mischief there. Um, you all were saved by a local ship that was hounding the sea, the bitter sea, looking for shipwrecks and the like during the winter weathers. You were brought into Horn Ridge, spent a few days there, and were able to then purchase passage out of Horn Ridge and heading to your destination of Birch Bay. You are currently on the North Wind Nose with Captain Swell, the Triton Druid, as they bring you as far south as reach goes. Sadly, in your first day aboard this ship, there was not a lot that happened. You started learning some different aspects of requirements here, started working as bosuns and the like, and then discovered during the night that you were attacked. The weather in the waters got warm to the touch, and soon the harsh winter weather faded as strange fiery creatures were found to be on the top deck, with many of the ship crew currently unconscious. It seems they were seeking a Herald of Hadar, and seemed somewhat confused when you all were confused about that as well. They wanted your herald, and you all didn't give it to them, which resulted into a fight to the death. The strange, fiery creatures have all been vanquished, however, and you all find yourselves victorious on the deck of the Northwind Nose late into the evening. As this happened, you all discovered that one of your party members was greatly hurt during the encounter, and now is carrying around a freshly hatched doll. Their doll has seemingly turned into another creature with fiend like skin and eyes and claws. It is a beautiful sight, but one that is also very disturbing. But that is where we pick up today's session, as you all are currently on the deck of the Northwind Nose, dealing with newfound situations.
Um, Egil is going to walk up to Asana. Hmm. It explains why it could learn and replicate speech. Did you know that was inside?
No, I didn't.
Physical differences. The doll smiles at you, Egil.
Wait, is it a doll or is it imp?
It's hatched.
Both?
I'm trying to find the image right now. Uh,
I think I still have it.
oh yeah, if you want, you can send it in the chat.
I
Let
forgot
me
exactly
find
what
it.
I was looking at.
Is it in the chat? I can't remember if I put it there.
Kill it with fire!
There's a
No, but
lot.
I have a picture of it
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the
somewhere.
chat recently.
I'll find it for sure. Found it. Give me 5 seconds.
It's 217. I have the art for it.
Yeah,
Just gotta
sorry.
find it.
It took me a second to
Mm-hmm.
press buttons.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Hmm.
Also, it has a name, and that name is Cecil.
Basil.
How do you spell Cecil again?
There's like a Like a little double
Yeah,
dot above one of those
I,
E's or something.
I about to say
That's
name
just what I'm
name so
hearing.
D&D can't even put it in the chat, huh?
Yeah.
Listen,
I think it means
I
like
don't guess.
salmon,
All right, let
if I
me see.
remember correctly.
My name's Cecil.
I gotta update notes now.
It's a pleasure
Change
to
this.
see you.
What did it say? Pleasure to see you?
Yeah.
Okay.
SAICE. Uh, which one has the two dots above the E?
I don't remember.
Oh,
This is just how I'm spelling it now. It could have also been like an accent is the issue. I remember it means famine though, if that's important. Hang on. Let me see. I'm sure I can find it.
okay. Um,
Mm,
hmm. Well, I'm sure like everything else.
okay, I found it.
Oh, let's see.
There we go.
Okay, with at the end of the, I got you.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. D&D accents and stuff don't ever matter.
It don't.
They're just there for decoration.
They're there as like options, but not necessities. All right, let's take a look. This is going to be interesting. Welcome to the team. If you ever need medical assistance, he then kind of grins. Please let me know.
Yes, I will. It extends a hand towards you.
I I've been like standing with my hands behind my back, kind of holding at the wrist. I extend one of them.
The clawed fingers wrap around your little cold hand. Shakes your hand. Best friends.
Mm, a first for me. Mm.
Cecil's the new Chad.
Right.
There's a lot of Chads right now.
And I
There's
Chad
too
had big
many
shoes
little
to
guys in
fill.
this party.
There's a.
We need to get
um
rid of some.
and
You're
then
about to
what
throw the some of these little guys
Time
overboard.
for a culling.
A culling
yeah,
of the little boys.
gotta collect them all.
Make them fight.
Okay,
I
Pokemon Master.
After that, I'm going to go have an autopsy on one of the salamanders.
Yeah.
Gotta
So
figure out what makes them tick.
yeah, you go over to one of the salamanders. You do note that most of the crew is still unconscious, and the weather is still turning.
Oh, I'm gonna trust everyone else to do that. I'm going to do what
Okay.
I do.
Yeah. So you just walk up to one of the the very dead Ketmir. You can see the strange creature with this kind of like I sent an image, or I here. Let me grab images for you again to just kind of show you. Plus, I gotta put them on the screen. Yeah, you see this the reddish coloration that denotes heat in magma has slightly faded away. Its red eyes have turned into these black charcoal spheres. It's looking very dead.
Mhm. Well, yeah, I'm still gonna try to do as much as I can because I can tell that the a lot of the energies that we were seeing in with upon death. So get as much as I can as it's cooling, I suppose.
Gotcha. Go ahead, roll a medicine check for me then.
Is Grim with us?
Yeah, Grim would be there. Grim's currently up in the top of the crow's nest, and he's kind of looking down at you, and you just hear this um, you hear Grim's voice probably emanate from around you, and you just hear him say, "Wink."
Do I have it set? Yeah, I think this is it. Medicine. 24.
24. Okay. Still searching for it. Okay.
What were these called again?
Ketmir. I don't think you ever. Go ahead and roll. Anyone can roll a history check as well if they want.
Uh, dang
We're rolling a history check on this creature?
Yeah.
Okay.
it. Remember, we have Grim's
Yeah, so you can all have the
blessing.
I forgot.
He would have blessed all of you. As he winked.
As he winked.
No,
As he
as he winked from above. Sorry. I was like trying to think of what's the plural of wink?
17. Not
Uh,
not wank.
Shut
He
Not
up.
wink. I'm gonna tell you that. It ain't wink.
He wunk from above.
He
Oh,
won't from above.
no.
Wonked is fine.
Wonk is perfectly
that
okay.
is, yeah, that works. You all know what I
yeah.
mean.
Oh, damn it! I done forget how I was looking. I was trying to roll. So what was the name again? What are they called?
They're called Ketmir.
Ketmir.
Kepmir.
Ketmir.
Hep-
So,
That's like Kelpie.
very similar. The Ketmir are an ancient set of creatures. Originally, it was one ocean living clan that could not make a living off of the land. And supposedly, they went into the sea um, and made a deal with some great um, beast of light deep within the oceans that turned them into these horrid, demonic creatures that now dwell in fresh or salt water, brimming it with great amounts of heat and warmth um, in the icy cold, and allowing them to hunt and live and survive in places where they should not. They underwent a horrid transformation, and all of them are no longer normal people. They are the Ketmir, the strange, mermaid esque fish people that most of the time don't surface. Most of the clans cannot breathe air and thus stay deep into the waters. It appears some can, however. They are infernal predators, and they love eating people, devouring anything that crosses their path, including, sadly, sailors, oftentimes. But they have a society and can be bought and paid for. It is said that sometimes the Katmir are taken into mercenary positions to patrol the seas for individuals, helping where they can in return for items, and most of the time, food.
Okay.
Looking over the bodies of the Ketmir with your medicine check, these Ketmir, while some of them were stronger than others, it didn't seem like they were all that different. Yeah, they eat people. They love people. Um, but you get the sense that these are skilled ocean hunters, um, and for the most part, um, as you're doing your medicine check, you realize that a lot of their weapons and armors are made of bone. It seems that the
Mm.
people they eat, they turn into um, their tools further in life. As you go through, you're pretty sure they are covered in dried seaweed. Um, that you're fairly certain, using alchemy tools, you could possibly turn into potions that could resist fire. They do have slight heat still to their blood, which allows for that. So, using their bodies, they could be turned useful. Um, Other than that, the internal heat seems infernally based, and it's not easily captured. Um, but as you do your autopsy, you can tell they are human based. They have the same orientation of organs, except these ones specifically have both lungs and gills. And it seems that they can turn their gills off when at will if they need to. Uh, Hence, them being able to stand on the surface and breathe.
Alright, and humanoid in
Um,
nature, uh, except for the lungs and gills.
yeah. The only other bits of them that have changed from humanity is their tails. There is evidence within the bonework there, as you like kind of dissect and get down to the base of them. There's bones that are seemingly still there that show that this is a once two-legged creature. It seems they still grow the leg bones even though they don't need them, and they just use it as support at the very base of the tail. And then the spine also elongates and spreads down the length of the tail, um, giving them much more control over that.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Um, with that being done, I'll collect a little bit of the seaweed.
Mm. Yeah, you kind of have to
Uh,
rip it out of them. It seems that it almost like partially grows within their skin. They are warm. It's almost as like what is it? It's like the traveling um, pools of hot water that extend out from the bottom of the sea.
okay.
There's just stuff growing on them.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they're warm
All
and
right.
give out nutrients.
Okay. After I've collected the seaweed, I'll be putting the stuff. Uh, obviously, obviously want to have my bag. My bag would be below deck, but I'll just have a handful of this. I'll leave this disposing of the bodies to you all and to the crew. I must go examine these, and then I'll start walking down.
Mm. I will also say, um, just because um, you rolled medicine, but that is still a very like intelligence-based check. Um, you are able to like passively notice while their bones, like their bone armor, is very particular. Um, there is the main one that was talking to you was wearing a crown of sorts.
Okay.
Um, so no.
Also made out of bones.
No, it seems to be the only thing that the Ketmir had that was not made of bone. It is sterling silver. It's not very ornate. It seems somewhat uh, boring, almost. It does have a singular black gem and a couple shells.
Okay. Okay. I will take that and I'll bring it to Bonnie. This was also on their persons. I'm not sure if it's magical, but this is your field of expertise.
Okay. Yeah, you give Bonnie the small crown, and then head off with your newfound items.
Indeed, indeed.
What are the rest of you doing?
Um, was anybody like from the crew injured?
Everyone else is knocked out right now.
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
unconscious.
But they're not like
Oh.
bleeding out, right?
No, so it doesn't look like they have visible wounds on them. For the most
Okay.
part.
I'll just kind of go around, make sure everybody's not in a perilous position where they're gonna like roll over and lay on a sword or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna try to take him downstairs because it's cold outside.
Oh, we can also do that. Yeah.
You begin to take some of the crew downstairs. As you do that, you hear passive perceptively. You are able to hear enough that it sounds like there's a couple swords drawn down below the ship. And as you are dragging the bodies below, you are perceptive enough to see a lot of the crew that was not on the top deck is awake, and they are currently all armed and ready to defend themselves. But then they notice it's you all dragging their unconscious shipmates down.
We're not a
Yeah,
threat.
you see the doctor
Is Cecil
with
with
his.
me?
Yeah,
Okay.
Cecil goes wherever you go.
I'm just double checking.
Um,
I don't know the rules now.
You see the ship doctor, two weapons in hand, with their enlonged arms. Um, is the first to speak. So, why do you have a captain like that?
Oh, these like fiery fish folk attack. And he was unconscious, and I thought that it would be better to bring him inside rather than leaving him outside. Same with the others up there.
Snack will take a few steps forward, sheathe one of the blades, and put two fingers to the neck on the captain. Well, he's just unconscious. I'm unsure if we can. Whatever this winter weather is, we should get the ship to safety. Do any of you know how to sail?
Well, I sure don't.
I feel like I'll hear them as they're taking
Nope.
people down. No, I am from the mountains.
I have been learning a little.
Well,
Um,
you see the the surgeon looks to the cook, and I'm pretty sure the elven quartermaster is there as well.
Would healing magic wake him up?
It's possible. There's no concussive force to the head. I don't know how they're sleeping like they are. And it should not have affected. Looks and nods the head to Quinn, the Eladrin who you also bring down.
Yeah.
Yupa, go help the Filbo guide the ship.
Me?
The Furbolg.
Oh, I was like Kobold. I was like, me?
No.
Yeah, Kobold, go!
The Furbolg.
You who can't see
You're gonna do it all by yourself. It's
over
gonna
the
be
steering
great.
wheel.
No. It's going to be a Jawl and a halfling cook who are going to guide the ship to safety.
I was
No
like,
bosuns.
Perfect.
Or
I
actually,
was like, who are you to tell me?
Sorry.
The offense.
Oh,
I
man.
just
Yeah,
noticed the
Kobold,
quote.
go guide this ship. We know you can sail. You're the smartest.
Yeah, you lied to us, Kobold.
You're the smartest
Kobolds
in this
are
party.
known for sailing.
Of course.
That's what they're best at.
So, an elven quartermaster, a halfling cook, and a evil druid go up to the top of
Walk
the ship.
into a bar.
And they sail a ship.
Yeah.
Just go ahead. Roll me. Oh, what even roll would I do?
Luck.
Roll a luck check, please. Roll survival.
Rude.
Joel.
I can do that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you lock in and immediately start shouting out orders. You get the sails to be drawn up tight. You make sure the helm is going straight. All the ropes are tied and everything is all good. And you get the ship moving to get further south and kind of move with the weather instead of getting caught by heavy waves and wind with the ship purely going to go sideways. So yeah, you feel the ship lurch as you bend down. So you said you're going to try and heal them?
Well, I'm gonna try to heal one of them to see what happens.
Let's start small.
Yeah, I'm not committing. Just gonna use a first level cure wounds.
Okay. On who? On the
I guess
captain?
the captain.
Okay. Yeah,
He's
you,
the friendliest.
You do a first level cure wounds. And
It's
the-
amazing for what it's worth.
Yeah, the healing energy flows into the captain. You can see age-old scars are healed and older wounds and dried skin is uncracked. But they're still unconscious.
Hmm. Can I try just lightly slapping him in the face? Because I know sometimes pain helps.
Wake up, man.
Yeah, truly. It's like, oh, healing didn't work. Slap. That's logic, correct?
Seems like the reasonable next step to me.
That is a very, very good step. You slap him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I'm not trying to like do it hard or anything, just hard enough.
Yeah, you begin to slap his face. He's not waking up.
Okay, I'll only slap it once.
Yeah.
Then I will casually put him on the floor and
I imagine
Shrug.
he was already on the floor.
yeah.
Unless you're like holding him in your lap and you're like just slapping him, like cradling him.
Cradling him and then slapping him.
Yeah.
And then just standing up.
Yeah. Human body, it's not easy to hold a human up when they're unconscious.
No, it's not. God. Um. Yeah, I shrug. I don't know what to do. I don't have like useful magic.
Can I do like an Arcana check on them to see if this is a magical effect?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Well, that's decent.
You can add D4.
Yippee!
As
I
Grim.
love my best friend, the bird.
Yeah, those
Grim
Grim
with us
actually at this
room
point
tonight.
Grim is he probably would have flown below deck and he's just kind of like sitting on the edge of the stairs watching this. He's curious. He's super curious about what's happening. You do an Arcana check and you begin looking over them, and they're 100%. This is magic. With that, with the 17, you're able to determine that it's some sort of curse effect that is keeping them unconscious. A remove curse would probably do it. That or whenever the spell ends. But who knows how long that could take at this moment.
The captain is under, right?
It's all the people who are on the top deck. So it is the captain, the helmsman, the first mate, and the two bosuns.
Okay, I'm gonna take a minute and get one spell slot back, and then cast remove curse on the captain.
Okay. Now you cast remove curse.
Or sorry, on the helmsman. So we have somebody that can steer the fucking ship.
On the helmsman?
Somebody who knows how to make this thing not run into a rock.
Okay. You cast remove curse on the helmsman. Suddenly, this dwarf's eyes flash open, and as they open, you see there's a flash of the red light that seemed to have emanated from the eyes of these creatures, and suddenly he sits up, looks to the side, and vomits seawater.
Oh, well. Good to know they have a bunch of water in their lungs. We should probably deal with that.
By more than what happened. Oh, I don't feel good.
You got attacked by some fish.
Oh, my eyes are burning. He rubs his eyes, stands up very shakily. Okay, oh no. Well,
Yeah, I woke you up because you're the only one that knows how to not take us into a reef bed, so...
Oh, so the ship's moving?
I think it's going to.
You feel the ship lurch as it's hit by a large wave.
I think it's going to. What?
Well, I'll be back. And he rushes up the stairs. By the gods, who is driving? And you hear an angry dwarf stop on the top step, vomit, and then rush upstairs.
I'm here, and you're here. Who's driving the ship?
Pretty much. So he gets up to the top deck.
I'm
Ajal,
doing my best.
yeah, Ajal, you're currently tying some ropes as you hear the current helmsman, who is the cook, the small halfling, is cackling to himself.
What are you doing?
Going into a storm! He turns the wheel heavily as a giant wave slams into the side of the ship. You feel the whole ship go off to the port side as you hear the creaking of ropes as they're trying their best to keep barrels and gunpowder from and cannonballs sliding off the top deck. I need more exciting music. Hold up. There you go.
Oh, you're playing music?
I believe. It was
There is
very
indeed music.
yeah, there is music. It was very quiet for a second. But suddenly the helmsman rushes up, takes control of the helm, and the next wave you hit, instead of it hitting the side of the ship, you begin to go through it. So this time the ship lurches upwards.
Thank you.
Thank you, random bosun. The rest of you are still at the bottom of the ship. You watch as the bodies slide ever so slightly as the winter weather continues to take its toll. Yeah, but your remove curse worked wonders.
Cool. I will sit down to begin a short rest so I can do it some more.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another survival check for me, Ajal.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll me another survival check, Ajal.
all right.
Okay. Between you and the
Oh,
helmsman,
I think that's a -1 on that. So it goes to 19.
19. Okay. Still, between you and the helmsman and the others that are currently trying to help you, the ship is doing fine. The weather is harsh, but you're a pretty decent bosun, and you're able to catch the wind when you need it. Lose the wind when you don't need it, and able to keep the ship stable enough through the harsh weather.
Yippee!
Yeah. Apparently, over the next hour or so, the crew still doesn't seem to be waking. But you all are safe below decks, out of the cold weather and the storms. Is there anything any of you wish to do?
I mean, I'll just be 2 at a time doing remove curses on people.
Okay.
2 remove curse, take a short rest, 2 remove curse.
Yeah, there's not too many people. I think there's only 4 people still unconscious. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're able to remove curse. Who's the next 2 you remove curse from?
I'll do the captain and then the next most important person.
It would either be of the either 2 bosuns or the first mate.
Let's go with a bosun.
Okay.
Do you
Captain and
remember who the
bosun.
first mate is?
Now you.
I sure don't.
The same
Oh.
sort of thing happens
Damn.
with the bosun and the captain. As they awaken, you see this flash of red light as they vomit up seawater. Also, if any of you had checked earlier, there is no seawater in them. It's only after the remove curse that seawater seems to spawn up from them.
Well, at least they're not drowning.
The captain, as he gets out of the effect of this curse, sits up. Sorry you all had to help us, whatever that was.
Oh, it's no problem.
You all don't look very good either.
Thanks.
Do I look that bad? Is that how I look?
Most of you are very injured.
They look awful.
Oh yeah.
I think this is one of the fights where almost everyone except for Ajal was injured.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
guess
have
technically,
exhaustion though, so I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
technically I lost half my HP, so I guess that's true. But I do have 9 temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Benefits.
Good benefits.
Was Bonnie able to grab the bone spears before going down?
Yeah. I mean, you have plenty of time too. You're able to grab all the items, I imagine. But would you try to keep the bodies on the ship as well, or would you toss them overboard?
Um, uh, um, After Egil has did his autopsy, he just kind of leaves that to the behest of the physically strong people. I am much too weak to be trying to toss bodies overboard, so
Understood.
I have no opinions one way or the other. I mean, do
I
we
feel
need
like we
them for
should.
anything?
I feel like we
Are they
should
a good
save like
food
one of
source
them
or?
to show the crew that was passed out.
Hey, check out this thing that almost killed you.
Yeah, pretty much, and then we can throw it overboard. It's
throw it
proof.
overboard. Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to gather all the bone spears and weapons, and yeah, toss some of the bodies overboard after you have claimed all the items you need from them. With the bosun awake, he'll go and help the rest of the crew. Captain doesn't necessarily need to be on the top deck, and with an added bosun, the ship is able to continue on. The weather, while bad, it's not too severe anymore, and the captain will describe kind of what he saw. He just says to you all, um, I felt warm weather, started to get concerned about it. I was about to wake all of you for extra help when everything went dark. After a flash of red first. Then I woke up here. Do you know what did it?
Um, what in particular, or like, do we know if it was these Capmir? Capmir
You can easily
that caused this?
assume.
Okay. Um. Well, the culprits would be those cut open above deck.
Oh? Let me take a look. Bless. Oh my gosh. That was loud. Yeah, so the captain goes and checks. Getmir. That's what it
Apparently,
was.
that is the name.
I should have known the warm weather. They were fast on the draw. And I don't know how they were able to get all of us at once. I fought them before. They're fairly common in the north. Well, thank you all for defending us and this ship. you know what they were seeking?
Hmm. Not quite sure. I think they wish to bring something to a. It has something to do with some worship of some sort of entity, I suppose.
Huh. Strange.
I cannot fully understand their speech.
Most people can't. I've never fully seen them talk to people, but anything more of wanting to eat us alive is dangerous. Well, I feel we should let you all get some rest. Had a long night. Still have much more distance to travel if we're going to make it to Birch Bay in time.
Indeed.
Yeah. He'll let you all do your thing. He'll wait probably another hour to have you revive his other two crewmates, who will also thank you. The ship goes another 20 miles in the night while you all are resting. And as the daylight breaks, you all finish your long rest and are able to continue on with your next full day of travel.
We don't have exhaustion anymore.
Nope, after a full night's rest, you do not have exhaustion anymore.
Heck yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Uh, so you long resting. All right. Cool.
The freezing cold temps and the dangerous winter weather lightens up once more as it just becomes mere heavy clouds again at the start of the morning. You have a full day of travel ahead of you. Is there anything you all would wish to do, or do you wish to get on with the random rolls?
I'm good.
By the end of this trip, I will be good at driving a boat.
Yeah. Proficiency in water vehicles.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, if you want, they will give you lessons on being a helmsman.
It's something to focus on besides the fact that I'm not standing on solid ground.
Hey, honestly.
Fair enough. Bonnie, you cast Detect Magic. Yeah, casting Detect Magic, you realize that the strange crown that you got is magical. Yeah, do you identify it? Okay. You identify the crown of the Ketmir Prince.
Bonnie, I didn't know you were royalty.
I'm telling you.
When worn, the crown increases your constitution to 14 and gives you the ability to breathe underwater.
Damn.
It increased the constitution, then you can breathe underwater?
Yep, it increases your constitution to 14 and you can breathe
Is,
underwater.
is it an increase to a minimum of 14 or to a maximum of 14?
It increases your constitution to 14.
Static.
So if it's less, it'll, you know.
It'll decrease
But
your
what if it's
more?
constitution to 14.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get. I thought so, but also, my brain quibbles over wording.
No, I imagine it doesn't actually decrease it. It would just
Uh,
bring it up to, like,
I
if your
imagine that it
constitution is
would.
lower, if your constitution is lower than 14, it brings it to 14. If it's
Give
higher,
it
it
to
still
a
stays.
girl.
It's like, you know, if you
Miguel,
can
do you
need,
want to breathe in water and be immune to the cold?
I mean, I'm already immune to the cold.
But
I
your
know
con won't be negative.
But that's what I'm saying is you can be immune to the cold and breathe underwater. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, and breathe underwater.
Yes.
Also, I will also let you know the crown is cursed.
Of course it is.
I just
Everything's
read that
cursed.
an identify spell does tell you that this crown is cursed.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you what the curse actually is.
Mm-hmm.
You need legend lore for that shit. Somebody get legend lore.
Someone go find Seer.
Yeah, get the chair. No, she doesn't have the chair anymore. We sold that to someone.
Who do you
I'm
sell
sure
the
she could
chair
have found
to?
that spells by now. All these years.
Yeah.
I forget who happened. What happened to the chair?
Somebody. We gave it to somebody.
We made a deal with someone.
Yeah. I forget who though. I think it was like the library.
I forgot who
Just
it
because
was.
I feel like the library might want it.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Hmm.
Does anyone present this to Egil, or are you guys just saying I
It's up
should
to
take
Bonnie.
it?
I think Bonnie's the
We
only one
all
who
do
knows
a
it.
whisper huddle and then we present it to you.
Do you inform me that it's cursed?
Surprise! It's cursed.
It's cursed.
Gil, we all went together and we got you this present. Now, it is cursed, but
Did get it from the bargain bin.
it goes to your
However,
eyes.
it's the thought that counts.
Hmm.
Like I said, if you guys legitimately present it to Egil, and it depends on what you say, he might take it, he might not.
Who's our best salesperson?
Theoretically, it should be Bonnie, the person who's owned a shop before.
Alright, Bonnie. Sell a Gil on this.
Sell this pen.
I also have
Sell this
remove
pen.
curse prepared today.
Okay,
I
thank you.
also
Thank
have
you.
remove curse.
It is greatly appreciated that you guys have put some consideration into this.
So smart.
I got remove curse specifically for Egil.
Same, actually. He seems to be playing with fire on a lot of curses.
On so this crown turns you into a drinking fish. Egil's head is immediately cocked to the side.
Alcoholic fish.
I am not understanding the use of such implications. We say that Bonnie's the wily type of salesman.
She's
Yes,
the kind of salesman that you walk out with what she sold you, but you don't remember why you bought it.
Alcoholic. And you'll become healthier and gain
Definition
the
of a
ability to
rattlesnake
water.
poison salesman.
Gain the
Yeah.
ability to breathe water. Become healthier.
Just like drinking alcohol, it makes you better. It
At the
strengthens the
low, low
liver.
price of a curse. When you say healthier, what do you mean exactly? You read a little nasty cough.
Hardy, robust.
It is hard to really like explain it though when you're trying to like when you
You'll
really
feel
You're
trying to
less
buffing
like
his immune
shit all the
system.
time.
You'll be filled with the spiritual energy of Hadar. And
exactly. That's
fueled.
exactly what I need.
Yes. You'll be fueled. Don't you want that?
You'll understand why we feel so amazing.
Truly, truly.
One of us. One us.
Just let it consume you.
Uh,
And in turn, you will get to consume.
At the low, low price of a curse.
the low, low
Truly.
price of curse.
Man, I would buy a.
Maybe
item with
Khan could
with
be
a low
described as
price.
like vitality.
Make you healthier.
Yeah. It'll make you feel like you were born yesterday.
All you have to do, since I'm gonna give you a little tip just to help you out. Since Bonnie's really smart and the guild's really into anatomy, just say it'll work on his immune system. That would be the selling point. It to help you. Let's make it medical based. Hmm. He'll take it. He'll look at it. But it's cursed. Do we have any idea what the curse does? Hmm. Well, let's see how much better I feel. I'll place it on. And as he does, he'll wait for a second. Then he'll be like, "No, did I have to attune to the hemorrhaging weapon, or is that just a magical weapon that just works?"
I believe you had to attune to the hemorrhaging multi.
All right, I had to attune to it.
Yeah, I believe
All right.
so.
All right, then never mind. He knows how to attune.
He figured that out.
Yeah, so this let you guys know retroactively when he got the hemorrhaging weapon, he was wondering why it just didn't work. Someone had to explain to him
Oh.
how attunement works.
Wonderful.
Well then, I guess within an hour or so, we'll see how I feel.
Yeah. So you begin thinking on the item. Using its native power, you begin to harness that, ally yourself with it. At the end of the hour, it becomes attuned to you. You suddenly feel this strange feeling as there are sudden almost like sharp stings around your neck as you gain gills. You don't necessarily feel healthier though. In fact, you begin to cough slightly. Can you roll 2d10 for me?
2d10.
Yeah, you feel this like strange feeling run through your body, almost like a shiver. Once attuned, but you're pretty certain you have water breathing now, for sure. I don't necessarily feel healthy.
Well, I guess if anyone was there when if there's any indication of the attunement, well, especially once the gills appear, like he says, you guys see him go into a more of a coughing fit than before.
Also, everyone who's there, who has the highest perception? Like passive perception.
Probably me.
Mine's 15.
I have an 18.
Oh, then Ajal, unless mine's changed. Oh, I also have an 18.
The two of you are able to notice a red tinge to the eyes, like an innate little bit of heat.
I don't feel healthier.
Maybe we should get you some water.
He'll go get water, I guess.
Yeah, he's just gonna go with him. She's a little afraid he might just like stumble over.
Yeah, you go with him. He does not seem very well.
She also wants to see what happens.
It's time for the scientists to be studied.
It's a role reversal, yeah.
Let me know if you need me cut into your body.
That's what you want, right? Ace with a knife.
Oh my gosh.
Ace with a knife is a terrifying concept.
Ace with a knife, yeah, that's wild business.
What do you
That's
have?
wild
A
business.
knife? No.
Your surgeon is Asuna.
To be fair, Gil has seen Osinoff do like crazy medical stuff technically, so he would actually
Yeah.
trust. Now, if it was a fluke and a one-time thing, who knows? But he saw her do some pretty good shit.
A couple of times now.
Yeah, so
Nice.
But that's not the point. What happens when you drink water?
Yeah, you drink water, and it's water. You know, it's fresh. It's good.
Whoa.
The coughing does fade away, a little bit, but you still don't feel well. Like you feel normal, like you usually have been.
okay. Well, that somewhat helped. Damn. What he tried. So, do I feel worse, or do I just don't? I just don't feel better.
Right now, you. It's a
remember,
weird feeling.
He's been sick his whole life, so if it feels
Yeah.
worse, that's crazy.
It doesn't feel worse. It just
Okay.
feels strange.
It's a more interesting way to feel it.
Yeah,
now.
like you're more used to like your chest hurting, and like you're used to the coughing fits, and yeah, it increased when you put this crown on, at first, but you're starting to get these like as you walked to get water and stuff, there was like a slight ache to your bones. It just feels a little weird.
Okay.
But so far, the crown seems to have worked. It gave you gills. You can breathe underwater now.
Okay, well, I'll have to take that for what it is. These guys are trying to take me out slowly. That's what this
I
is.
mean, if you want help with the curse,
Ah, I'll worry about it once we reach land. For now, having such amenities.
If you remove this curse, will it remove the other as well?
no, I don't think so.
That's, that's all Joel's worried about.
Can I insight check that?
Sure. I'm not lying.
Of course, Joel's worried about the hungered curse going away. That's his girls.
Make a insight check.
God, I hope you fail and you think I'm lying to you.
Yeah. So if, I mean, you have access to the spell. It is, or like you don't have access to it, but you know spells. As a warlock.
Yeah.
And remove curse at your touch. All curses affecting one creature end. So it would eliminate all curses.
Well, cause see,
But you
I remember
could cast
Egil
remove curse
getting
on the object as well. So
yeah.
you know that there is a specific way to end this specific curse. But if they do it in the wrong way, it could harm your lady's gift. So you might need to be very careful and watch out for when this undoing of a curse happens. Otherwise, it could go wrong.
Absolutely.
I just remember Egil getting a remove curse that didn't remove his cold immunity.
Well, no, that's just because the curse had advanced
Yeah. Okay.
a stage, so it knocked me down a
That
stage
makes sense.
instead of removing the whole curse.
I have no idea how curses work. Neither does Ace,
That's
really.
player knowledge.
Yeah, that's
But
pure
yeah,
player knowledge.
that's player
Ace,
knowledge.
Ace thinks she's telling the truth because this is what she's seen.
Just when you do it, make sure you are very careful about it. And I'm like narrowing my eyes at Ace.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, can I have someone roll
God.
me a D100, please? If your curses are powerful enough, maybe.
90.
How strong of an NTV are you, Bonnie?
I guess that depends on Bonnie's stage of development, like a butterfly.
Yeah.
So, this next day of travel, the weather it has been improved. Can someone roll me another D100?
I'll do it. If I can spell anything in the world, that would be great. 81.
Okay. Yeah, the winter weather that was heavy clouds turns lighter. The sun begins to shine partially through them. The weather is still cold, but it goes drastically different. You're basically going from temperatures of around maybe 20 degrees to closer to like 37, almost 40 degrees. So it's much nicer. The seawater still sprays and hits your face and does give you a bit of a chill. But generally, it calms down greatly over the course of the next day of travel. During your day of travel, who would be exploring the top deck? Anyone who want to do like sightseeing or see what you can see?
Yeah, I'll be up there. Why not?
Okay. Over the course of your day,
I'm still figuring out how to vote.
Oh, fair enough. So you're up there as well, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Early in the day, as you're traveling, you do spot what seems to be small little vessels, shipping boats, fishing boats, and others that are uh, currently out and about on the Great Sea, or the Great Ocean, I should say. You do see a distant town and village, bustled up into a singular large mountain. Um, you are checking your maps, and you're pretty sure you've passed by the town of Bandit on your way further south.
Okay. Cool.
Additionally, probably about midday, around 3 o'clock, there is a sudden swirl of bright light that catches your uh, that seems to almost reflect light and shines into your eyes, which catches your attention. You watch again as this bright shine seems to reflect off, and you can see on one of the shadows of the mast, you can see just a shine of light spread across it.
It seems peculiar.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to investigate it?
Yeah.
Make a perception or investigation check.
I would love to.
Okay. With a 25, you see a bright, shining silver fish, massive, is currently cutting swaths through a roiling, swirling band of fish that are in this large, circular orientation. Um, you watch as it seems to have what looks to be a blade on the top of the fish, on the front of the fish, I should say, as it swirls through this mass of fish. It seems to be hunting.
Hmm.
As you realize you're watching a swordfish hunt.
Cool.
Yeah. As the swordfish is hunting, you watch as the swirling mass of smaller fish suddenly breaks ranks, and you watch as they begin rushing towards the vessel. Do you do anything?
I mean, not really. It's just a fish.
Okay. You watch as the swarm of fish ducks underneath your boat. However, one singular fish launches itself out of the water, a great 30 feet high, and slaps you in the face. The fish lands and starts flopping on the deck, and you begin to hear this strange sound. Hey, hey, help me! Help me! I can't breathe! I'm dying over here!
The
Oh
fish
my.
is talking.
You hear a voice.
I look down at the fish. Is it talking?
You see a singular large eye as this fish is breathing as best as it can. You see his gills are flapping open like it's drowning in the air.
I'm gonna throw it overboard.
No, please don't send me back. Just give me water. Just give me water.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw him back into the ocean.
Ah, no! The fish lands back in the ocean. As it does, you watch as it immediately is stabbed by the swordfish that dives underneath the water.
That's a circle of life, kid.
That's a circle of life.
That's what you get for slapping me in the face.
I mean, it was suffocate on land or be eaten by swordfish, so.
Could have gotten in the water.
From where?
The ocean.
I'm
Yeah.
on the top of the ship. I can't reach the ocean from here.
You can fly.
Fuck no.
and risk getting eaten by
No,
the
no.
swordfish
Honestly,
itself?
to be 100% fair, we know that Ripley doesn't fly well, and the boat is fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ripley, he is not good at flying, and he hates doing it. Why would he do it for a fish?
Well, as you toss that fish back into the ocean and watch it speared and dive and straight deep into the ocean, Ajal, you watch the entire thing happen.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go back to pulling my ropes.
Okay.
Yeah, fish die, man.
Mark that one
They
off.
sure do. Did it really hit you in the face?
Yeah.
Damn.
It jumped 30 feet out of the ocean. It hit Ripley in the face. And, like, you swear it was speaking to you.
I've seen weirder
That's
things.
wild.
There's a god in my head, so
It calls you stud muffin.
he does. He calls me other things.
My god called me stud muffin.
Yeah, the great beast is.
That sounds like a problem.
We should call HR.
The great beast is conscious.
Truly. It's an inappropriate workplace relationship.
After the breakup, that's when you're gonna call HR. Right now, it benefits you apparently. But yeah, the rest of the day goes by smoothly. Nothing else seems to occur. Talking fish does not intrigue. Understood.
I mean, it intrigues, but like, I'm throwing it back in the ocean where it lives.
Otherwise, we'd be depriving the poor swordfish of
And
a
it-
meal.
I also
Exactly.
like how it
You
was
know?
begging not to be thrown back.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
please,
maybe
no.
it knew what was gonna happen to it,
It
but
knew.
unfortunately for it,
It's almost
I-
we
like
have
this
to
is a.
face the consequences of being alive.
It's almost as if this was a sentient, eloquent, and wise creature that could have offered, unbeknownst to knowledge to you, but now it is dead.
Well,
Well,
it's better than what Ace would
Now
have
it's
done if
lunch.
she found it.
It is certainly a lunch for sure. Grip the creature.
ain't that just the way?
God, wouldn't that be crazy? It's just a polymorph lizard.
He true polymorphed himself into a fish.
Yeah.
He's just doing research, don't you know?
Well,
Don't
now
you
his
know?
research is on being dead.
Yeah, his
No.
research has concluded.
Yeah.
What is what's his name? Traxigor? I think is his name.
That sounds like a wizard name.
It does.
We've definitely discussed this before. I have his thing saved. Yeah, Traxigor. Hold up, I'm opening this tab.
Nice.
I wanted to use him one day. Yeah, Traxigor was polymorphed into an otter years ago and decided he preferred his new form to his original one. He made his form permanent with a wish spell. Permanently.
Said I want to be a fucking otter.
Honestly based.
Honestly, yeah, why
Surely.
not?
Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
He's living his best life, and I love that for him.
Imagine you go to fight an otter to like steal its pelt, and it casts time stop, and then mind blanks you.
That would be insane.
Yeah, he's like the ultimate furry.
Truly.
Honestly.
The most powerful. Too much
He
power
is.
there. But yeah. Anything else you all wish to do with this next day of travel, or is that?
I'm gonna work on my project.
Okay.
I wanted.
I believe this will be the last day I have to work on it.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
I want to try to work with Karo on his magic if at all.
Yeah. Carl's kind of been distant and quiet ever since leaving Clash. He kind of just sits in the room you've all been sharing. He's just being a weird loner, at the moment. Um, but
Little
Well-
you,
fucking weirdo.
Enough of that. Time to participate.
yeah. I've been trying to use some of the things I've seen you do. I don't know how well it's going.
Well, last time I saw you do something, it was great. So let's
Let's
try
do that.
focusing on replicating that.
Yeah. Um, what do you want to see first?
Well, what do you want to show me first? I don't know quite what you're capable of yet.
Um, not much. He'll probably quickly just do a probably an Eldritch Blast first.
Okay.
Very easy for him to do. Um, and then probably he'll guide you. Um, and cast Minor Illusion. So he, you know, he makes like a small little representation of your home in Van Gelados, and just kind of hands it to you. This illusionary representation of it.
Wonderful. What would be the next step to try to like help him work towards something? I know that it won't be like it'll be a project, but the goal would be to get him capable of fighting a little
You
bit
want
more
to
than
train him for fighting specifically.
well, I don't know. This is the problem because if he's on the battlefield, he needs to be able to defend himself.
Yeah, I can work on something.
Yeah, that'll be the plan. Basic self-defense for right now, and then we can specialize.
Yeah. Go ahead. Just make an Arcana check
Cool.
as you begin training him slowly but surely in the arts of the
12.
arcane. Yeah, you start teaching him more and more about Eldritch Blast and some of the things he might be able to do now that he's pledged himself to Hadar as a warlock. And he gets some of it, and then he gets really attached to the spell Levitate for some reason, and just keeps casting Levitate and using all of his spell slots. So it goes well enough, but
He said
probably
he really likes
huh?
levitate. He really likes levitate.
Yeah, he
That's
thinks
Yeah.
it's so cool. He can fuck with he can fuck with gravity.
You know, that is cool.
Yeah.
If he were a wizard and not a warlock, he could be the special gravity class.
Sure.
Graviturgy.
Yeah.
Naviturgy.
Lavaturgy.
But yeah, it works fine enough. That is the yeah. Anyone else? You gotta sell someone on trying a potion. After the first night's encounter, Grim kind of just made himself known, because he was tired of just sitting up in the raven's nest. So at this point, he's just on your shoulders, and it's just very out and open and proud.
Congrats, love wins.
Absolutely. So you can go and find Grim. He's just hanging out, probably with Ripley. An alter self potion. Well, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So, um, well, I'm not gonna say no to an alter self potion. Sounds fun. I could do some good things with it. How much? He'll take his wing and kind of wrap it around the little potion. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, buddy. And he'll kind of hop off. Yeah, he flies up to the raven's nest. You hear a slight thunk as he uncorks it. And then later in the day, you all are chilling, probably having lunch together or something, eating some of the food brought to you by the cook. And you know everyone else is busy doing their own things. You hear a very, very quiet and sheepish voice. Hey, can can one of you help me? You hear from behind you.
Behind, as I hear the voice of my dear friend, the bird.
Yup. You turn around, and would you like be in the middle of like holding? Like, would you have turned around with your food?
Probably not. Don't generally
Okay.
hold it with my hands.
I mean, it's in a bowl. Would you have your bowl in your hands or like a
Oh,
fork?
I mean, yeah, I guess if it's a bowl, sure.
Okay. I imagine you would drop it. Because you turn around
Perfect.
and you see a feathered child. It looks like the smallest 3-year-old child you've ever seen in your life. But they have a beak. They have hair and, well, not hair, feathers everywhere. It looks grotesque.
I resist the urge to punch it.
It is literally the most fucked up bird child you've ever seen in your life. It looks like he was trying to become a halfling, but couldn't get tall enough. Because it's like an infant, I should say. Like, he's a small creature, like super small creature. He can't get big enough.
That's crazy.
Okay. I'm just gonna sigh really deeply.
Am I around?
I'd say so.
How many of us are around?
Listen, buddy, I think you're just gonna have to wait this out.
Gil kind of walks around him. This is quite the anatomical mess, it seems.
I was
I'm also looking in fascination.
I was trying to turn into the halfling cook. I apparently don't know enough about spells. And he kind of holds out his hands that are covered in claws. There's just like feathers sticking out of his fingernails.
So you said he has like feather, like plumage, where he was trying to get hair.
Yeah, yeah.
He, I kind of quickly just kind of snatch one and look at it.
Yeah. It's the white raven feathers that kind of course his body. You get the sense he didn't know how, like, in his bird mind, you know, like, he is a fae, but, like, he's primarily bird. So he was like, oh, I'm gonna get hair. In his mind, hair is feathers.
Oh,
So
buddy.
it just gave him feathers instead of normal hair. Like, he looks like the halfling cook, but too small, and too feathered, with a beak.
Ugly.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah, so we're all just witnessing this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's also
Yeah, there's not much I can do for you.
he
Does,
watches.
does he have? Does
his
he have
clothes
teeth?
on. Yes. Within the
He
beak,
does
he
have
does
teeth.
have teeth. Because he knows
I-
humans have teeth,
Amazing.
and he needs
And
to
he-
use them.
Like when he starts to speak and I catch it, I kind of keep his mouth open real
Ah.
quick.
oh, Bonnie's trying to talk to him too.
It's not good.
Hmm. Magic is quite interesting. Would you be willing to commit yourself to science?
That sounds sketchy, but sure. Can I close my mouth now?
I'm glad you agree, and I pull out my scalpel.
Oh,
Just lay down.
I guess Bonnie's saying imagines just Grim is like, okay, scalpel time.
okay.
If he's willing. I mean, I have never had a willing
Hey.
participant before.
He'll say sure.
To me cutting him open with my scalpel. That's the implication here. I want you to understand my scalpel's out.
You see his eyes get really wide when you're at, like, it clicks, you're insinuating you're gonna cut him open. I'm good. I
Oh.
think
Usually-
it'll hurt me. Still.
I thought I gave my first willing participant. It's okay. If you change your mind, I do have means to make you unconscious. You won't feel a thing.
Yeah, I'll knock you the fuck out.
I just kind of smile. Slight little smirk.
Ha 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 ha. No.
Usually these things wear off.
Yeah. I'm just not used to spells, I guess.
They can be a bit
Wait, this is a concentration?
peculiar.
How do I stop concentrating on it?
Oh, you can do it at will, or if you get hurt just a little bit, there's a chance that you just lose it in,
Mm.
you know.
Well, maybe. Let me roll another d20 and see if I get something better. He looks down at his weird, malformed bird body. How long does this last?
What was the spell?
Alter self.
Bonnie gave him a potion.
Yeah, it was a potion of alter self.
1 hour.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can't change your form once you assume a form, right?
I
Ult-
don't think so.
no, actually, alter form you can't. Yeah, I think you can.
When you
When you
cast,
cast,
choose one
choose
of
one
Oh
of
the
the
yeah,
following.
because you
following.
can end
Yeah, you can end one
one
option as an action
option
and get
as
the
an
benefit
action
of
and
another
get the
one.
so you can just end the same one and get the same
Mm.
thing.
But do you describe him?
You just
Okay, so
changed
you
it.
begin describing him the spell. Bonnie? You see his little weird bird eyes get very large. Okay, okay. Let me think about this. And you watch as suddenly he grows. The beak shrinks into his mouth. The feathers turn to hair, blackened hair, and you do notice the pant legs seem to fill out. You get the sense he probably had bird legs still. Um, so it becomes like normal legs. Um, he didn't get to that part of describing what happened to himself. Now he just looks like a little halfling cook. Okay, yes.
But like small though.
Like infant-sized halfling
Yeah,
cook.
like really small.
And he has pants.
I mean, I think so.
Where did he find a pant?
He gets pants.
Yeah, I don't think you get. Yeah, this doesn't give you the clothing.
Oh, he stole
No,
clothing.
that's this guy's self. From whose
The
whose
halfling
baby
cook.
did he steal from?
The halfling cook.
But the
Oh.
wait, I'm confused. Like, so these pants are really big on him then.
A little big. So halflings are still small size. So they're just the wrong. Like he's just a little too small.
Okay.
He's
Okay, the
they're
way.
still same size creatures, but he's just shorter.
So he's like the size of a human toddler.
Yeah.
All right, he's just not filled out as
Instead
much.
of a
Okay.
human like 8-year-old.
5-year-old,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's just a little too young looking.
All right.
This is his issue. Because he's small. He's just a bird. He's just a bird.
As I look at him,
Just a bird.
I'm sure you had some type of plan of mischief, but the form isn't properly right. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping to pull some. There's a really cool story I like. I was just gonna pretend to be a ghost of himself, but it'll be. I can still do something with this. Let me just do. He like begins like he ties the bottom of the pants and like rolls the bottom of the pants up, so he like cuffs the pants, so they like are not over his shoes. Okay, this is fine.
You could be the ghost of his childhood.
I like that actually.
I cannot do ghosts, but I can turn into the hungered version of somebody.
Oh, the ghost of the future. There you go. So I'm past your future. Okay, come on. He walks over to you. Turn.
I cannot do the halfling though. That is too small for me.
Oh,
I can do the captain.
so dead ghost of captain. I could work with this. Okay, come on. He holds his little hand out.
Heck yeah. I'll grab the hand and follow him.
Yeah.
They're gonna kick us off this goddamn ship.
Yeah,
This is
they're
psychological
stuck with
warfare.
us.
Yeah. So he is going to go and try. So the reason he looks so bad, I was like, how well of a copy can he make of the cook? Because that would be like the person who's the same size as him. I rolled a nat 1. That's why he looks so bad.
Incredible.
Damn.
So now he's going to go and try and with Ajal's help, so he'll have advantage. He's going to try and scam the cook into believing he's haunted by the ghost of his past and the future captain that he kills by murdering him. And
Yeah.
he's gonna make
Yeah,
foods of
naturally.
such bad quality that he murders the captain.
Oh my.
Yeah, he kills the captain with like
and his past dreams of being
that
the one
sushi that you have to cook or else you die.
Yeah, so you all are eating the rest of your porridge, your little
pufferfish.
tiny lunch that you have. And as your little lunch break comes to an end and you begin gathering your bowls, and one of you walks over towards where the kitchen is to put them in the sink for cleaning. There is this loud no. This loud no just that echoes across the ship, and you hear tears and crying.
Oh my.
And suddenly you watch as the door creaks open. You see a little child version of the cook snickering away with a jaw that looks like a malformed, undead, hungered captain. They run out of the kitchen, quickly changing back into their real forms. As you go into the kitchen and just see the little halfling cook absolutely bawling on the ground. You see he curls up into a little ball and begins rocking back and forth as Uper just goes catatonic for a moment. I rolled a nat 20.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time to
Cry,
poke
cry
him
a
with a
lot.
stick.
You poke him with a stick.
No, I'll poke him with my hand.
Yeah, you give him a little poke, and you see he kind of rolls to the other side and looks at you with these wide eyes with tears in them. I killed him. I've murdered my captain
Oh, your captain
and my childhood.
My child.
and your childhood.
I disappointed.
Well, how'd you manage that?
I disappointed my family. They just wanted a good life for me. And I went to cooking school. And he turns around again.
Oh no.
And Jal is like hanging by the back of the group and trying so hard to not laugh.
Oh yeah, you're trying hard not to laugh.
As himself again.
Yeah, you're trying not to laugh, and right next to you, there's a little white raven cackling.
I feel bad.
Well, surely it's not that bad.
They already disowned me.
So it can't get much worse.
Again, I just killed the captain with my shitty food.
My captain is still alive.
What do you mean? I just saw his ghost.
Perhaps you had a premonition of what might happen if you keep wallowing here, but the captain's still alive.
Yes?
Last I checked.
Are you unwell?
I don't know. I just saw something, and maybe it put too many wild mushrooms in the soup today.
Maybe.
Maybe you just saw a vision of the future.
That can happen.
Well, then I have to change.
Sometimes prophecies come clear as day.
I have to be better. I'll do better. I'll get my family to talk to me again.
You just keep trying.
I will. Thank you. He sits up and stands. Nods his little head to you. You hear... Ooper, you right? You see the captain looking into the kitchen. Yeah. Okay. Heard your scream of terror and got worried. I'm okay, Captain. I'm okay. Thank you all for helping him out. I'm sure everything's okay. I'm gonna go captain my ship again. Good food today, Uper. Good food. Captain walks up the stairs slower this time. You see a little smile comes across Uper's face as he looks a little happy, knowing that the captain is alive. The captain liked his cooking. I won't kill them. I won't. He walks over
We
to
should
his.
poison the captain's meal.
Poison,
You hear a
poison.
voice in your
So-
head. I'm already on it.
Oh,
I will smile at Tim. I want this man as isolated as possible. That's when they become victims.
I can't wait to get my hands on a good corpse again.
I don't know what I'm encouraging.
do you really need to?
No.
But yeah, a second day on the sea full of shenanigans and fun scenarios. So, night falls. Are any of you staying up really late or doing any late night walks or anything? Watches?
Probably Atlas would be up.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check. 22. Late in the evening, the ship does not want to be too far out to sea. And seeing how you're close to the wild nature of the south side of the reach within the section of old southern woods, the ship is very close to the coast. You spend the night looking out over the clear sky that has, kind of grown more and more as you've gotten further south. Temperature's still fairly cold, about maybe 37 or something like that. So, not warm, but the wind dies down, and it is a clear, starry sky. The current helmsman is rolling the ship along, calm course. The bosun is currently finishing up some of the knots as you're looking out across a dark, open sea, looking out towards the land. Currently, you begin to notice that it is a new moon. The moon has, over the past few weeks that you've been together with this group, has been slowly waning, losing all light and color, and soon becoming what it is now, a void in the sky. Darkness falls, and it gives the stars surrounding it an even brighter light. As you're going along, the ship silently moving along the edges of the coast. Not too close, but close enough to see trees and beaches. You begin to notice something. At first, it's a small shape on the beach, and a sound of a low whistle that begins to reach your ears. And you turn towards that beach, and it looks just like this singular shadow. And then you see another one exit from the woodline, and another, and another. And you feel your stomach drop. Fear builds in your chest as you see the helmsman kind of stiffens up late in the evening as you all hear the wind. Except it's not the wind, because you see what's causing it. 200 dark shadows standing on the beach, whistling towards you, staring at you with dark eyes. You watch as the ship continues to move along the coast. They move, slowly shifting along the edges of the beach. never breaking eye contact. Until about an hour in, the whistling wind stops. And about one by one, the beach vanishes. The creatures leave and head back into the dark woods, not to be seen again. And for some reason, you feel very, very happy you are out to sea this night.
Would I be able to try to figure out what they could have been?
From this distance, you really couldn't see much. They were dark shapes, almost shadows, blending into the night. The only reason you saw them was the white sands of the beach. And a very good perception check. If you want, you can try and roll a history check with disadvantage. That's all I will give you. With a 12, you're uncertain. There's many horror stories, and it's hard to really get a grasp on what it could be. I mean, you know it's something strange, for sure. And something that was very, very clearly watching you all. Like, you get the sense that whatever this was, it was tracking you. It just couldn't get out onto the ocean. Yeah. The rest of the night goes smooth. The sky continues to clear as the morning arrives, and you wake up to the first sunny day that you've seen in a very long time. There is zero clouds. The sun brings warmth, melts all the ice on the ship, and honestly, makes the rest of the day's journey very, very smooth. Can someone roll me a d100, please? Three. Okay. Yeah, over the course of the day, everything is smooth at the moment. There is no evil weather. There is no sight of land. It is the most open sea that you've pretty much hit since you left Horn Ridge. That's the fastest way is a straight shot across the Great Bay between the most powerful coastal cities within the Reach: Ringwatch, Fleetwright, and what was once Skana. Thus, the open sea greets you. Late into the evening, or late afternoon, I should say, around 4 o'clock, as the sun is just beginning to start setting within the next hour, as it is still winter time. There is a distant sight that is announced by the steely-eyed elven quartermaster. Elendroth says he spots a ship off to the south that seems to be fastly approaching.
It's like a pirate ship or like just another
Uncertain
sailing.
as of yet, but it is approaching very fast. The captain calls for all of you to approach the top deck, so everyone knows what's happening. I don't know what this could be, but just want to make sure we're all aware that situation could go down. Make sure we load the cannons. I don't want to be caught off guard. The 2 bosuns get to work, loading the cannons, readying themselves. Within the next 20 minutes, the ship gets close enough that you begin to see sigils and a banner flying above. There you can see what looks to be a sigil of a web that contains small bits of dew that seem to have been clung to it. Uncertain of what it means. You see the captain's eyes seem to flare slightly when he sees it. They should not be here.
Who are they?
It's a ship of the Devonian Empire. It's the empire that straddles the south side of Karrak. They are not good people, and they should not be this close.
Well, they are this close. So what can we expect?
Fire a warning shot. Make sure they know that we mean business. The bosun goes up to one of the cannons, aims it high into the sky, and fires a single shot way off. Very... Have any of you ever heard of Banaskana?
Have we heard of Bana Iskana?
What a loaded question.
It was its history.
History checks, please. Ooh,
Yeah, and I
this actually tracks.
I also, while we're here, I assume I no longer have the telltale heart.
No, you do.
I do.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah. Poppet, your Poppet is still the Telltale Heart.
That's.
They still know a lot of secret lore.
Nice, nice.
Do you want to invoke the secret lore?
Not yet.
Okay. A history
Not
check
on this.
from majority of you. aside from Ajal and Ace, leads you all to generally know a bit about Banaskana. Um, it was the greatest height of the Reach. Um, with being natives to this continent of Karnak, you know a bit more, however. Banaskana was an alliance of two city states on the southern end of this great kingdom. They unified, took control of the empire, and began colonizing, spreading influence, and trying to spread culture. Their culture, however, was not the same type of culture as the Reach ever was. They were southern leaders, and they had a lot of influence, and some would say puppetry, coming from the Devonian Empire. The Banaskana um, slavery of the Dragonborn and the Tieflings, and their desire to colonize comes from the Devonian Empire, which is why the Devonian Empire is so dangerous. Even though they are weaker than they've ever been, they've seemingly still had this very strong culture that they have always wished to spread to the Reach, as they can never break into the center of the continent, as they have always fought the Empire of Glass. The captain will say very much the same things. How Banaskana was a puppet of the Devonians, and I'll paste the name in the chat too. The Devonian Empire. Yeah, Banaskana was a puppet state, and sadly, due to failing wars during the fall and their own internal conflicts, dealing with revolts and the like, they stopped supporting their puppets, leading to them falling from grace in this kingdom and eventually in the world. However, the Devonian Empire is still fairly strong and has lots of land to the south of this continent. I don't know why they're still approaching us. We might have to fight them. I doubt they would want to take our ship. That would lead to a lot of conflict. But maybe they know the kingdom's weak right now.
How far away are they?
They're not too close. They're definitely within range of sight. So I'd say within at least 1,000 feet at the moment.
All right. I'm gonna have my vulture go and circle them. And hopefully look at what kind of defenses they have and what they're preparing as they come closer to us.
Okay. Yeah, you make a perception check with your vulture.
Oh, I don't have his stats up. But I know his perception is.
Do we not have a token for your vulture? Oh, I mean, not token.
There should be one somewhere.
I think we have a sheet. It's based off of the owl.
I believe so. And I think it has advantage on perception checks. Yeah, +5 and advantage.
Mhm.
Advanced trauma.
Yeah, it's a +5 for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So 23.
Yep. With the 23, you look and begin circling around the ship. Um, Immediately, you can see what looks to be some sort of trade merchant vessel. It's not a warship by any means. Um, Also, it seems to have sustained quite a bit of damage. Um, there is evidence of scorch marks across the top deck. Um, huh? You? Oh, oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about the Mountain Dew. Totally forgot Mountain Dew was a thing. But yeah, the ship seems to have taken a lot of damage already. And immediately upon note, the crew itself, they look frazzled, um, and they don't look like they're going to harm you.
I will relay that information to everyone else.
In fact, it looks like they're trying to figure out how to steer the ship, or use the ship. They escape Mountain Dew for now.
I don't have Skywrite prepared right now, so I can't do that. What is the plan then, Captain?
Well, they're not. Based on what you said, I don't think they're issues. They're probably. Sad to say, I think that's a revolt ship. They're probably just going to crash into the mainland, make landfall, and live. It's not my duty to stop them.
Are they coming like directly at us or just like in our general direction?
After the warning shot, um, and different speeds, it seems like they're just making the most direct course for land. So you're gonna miss them. They're gonna get very close, but for the most part, they seem to just be heading almost directly towards Ringwatch. Hopefully, they turn a little bit further south and avoid the actual city. Otherwise, they're gonna meet soldiers first. But I wish them the best. The Devonian Empire is one of the worst states still alive. I hope you all never have to go there.
That sounded like subtle foreshadowing to me.
I don't know what you mean by that. You don't have to go there. Hey. If you want to cause chaos, that'd be a place to do it. I've heard the Emperor is a right jackass. But, good luck getting to it. Sicilia is an entire island with multiple smaller islands filled with fortresses and plantation farms. Their navy is one of the best. That's why they've never been conquered. Luckily, they're bad at wars on land. That's why they've never been able to defeat the Empire of Glass. Or, back in the day, supposedly the Empire of Dawn. There were a great many evil kings that came from that place. At this point, the ship begins to cruise past you, and you can see individuals looking at you. Tieflings, dragonborn, lots of survivors of a dangerous society. They nod to you as they continue past, heading towards the Reach, trying to find new lives and better lands. The captain will salute them, wish them well, continue on. It ends the third day.
Okay. And third day down.
Anyone doing anything over the course of the night?
I'll try to. Would I have the ingredients necessary to do anything with the seaweed I got off of the Ketmir?
Let me just double check. Yeah, you could. With the materials that you gained from the Ketmir, you could begin the work on a potion of glacial resistance.
Okay, that's what I'll be doing then.
Okay, go ahead and roll a Arcana check.
Ooh, Arcana. Oh my. Oh, 9.
Yeah, you're not the best at. Do you have alchemy set?
Mm-hmm.
Roll it with that. I like that better, actually. I was following the book for a second. I don't like that though.
What stat? attribute?
Intelligence with your proficiency with the. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Same roll.
Same roll.
Isn't that something?
Same
It's crazy
roll,
how
better
life works
odds.
sometimes. Got a bump and still lost.
Yeah.
Many prophecies.
Yeah, I think you
mate.
actually rolled worse, but still
I
had
did.
like
The same thing. The first one was a 5. The second one I rolled a 2.
Yeah, it was just meant to be bad. Yeah, so you combine the bits of seaweed that you gained with other reagents, mix them all together, and you get this nice bright bottle of like this almost like icy bluish green liquid.
Okay.
And it feels cold to the touch. You're like, oh, maybe I did it.
Okay. I won't really know. I can't use it 'cause I already have cold resistance. So, hmm. Bonnie, I would advise I made this. I can't really use it myself due to the conditions I'm under. I wouldn't know if the results are accurate. I'm not saying to experiment on yourself by any means, but might be another capitalistic pursuit.
Yeah. So you go ahead and make an Arcana check, and let me know. Do you uncork it at all? Okay. Yeah, you begin to look it over. With a 19 on your
Oof.
Arcana check, potion of glacial resistance should not look like that.
Pepmere seaweed. It is my first potion. I am not expecting any great results. Just an attempt, while I had the time. Oh, this is not my field of expertise. Whatever subject you deem most worthy or intriguing.
I love how many of you are creating potions this campaign.
Yeah, right. Had none last campaign.
Yeah, almost
0.
none. Okay, you'll keep an eye out. See about the results. Yeah, who do you want to test it on? Almost everyone is on the ship. The night crew is probably sleeping, so that would be the helmsman, one of the bosuns. Save it for a stowaway creature.
You could also try it on Ajal while he's wild shaped.
Interesting.
Who says we have to let him know?
Ajal, do you want to be experimented on?
Well, my thought process was if you do it on him while he's wild shaped, whatever happens to the creature. And then when he turns back into himself, maybe he'll be fine. Probably not how it works, but
I mean,
he doesn't know how it works.
We don't know how it works. That's a part of the science.
Exactly.
Potion
So-
glacial resistance.
Are you talking to Bonnie and Gil right now? Then I'm assuming.
I don't know. Would they ask him?
There's supposed to be
What do
supposed to be a potion of glacial resistance. Could,
A
Ajal,
possible glacial.
could
a
I
possible
interest you
glacial
in trying
resistance.
a potion of
A
possible
possible glacial resistance.
That's how you sell a potion right there.
It could kill you.
You could resist the glacier. You couldn't. You could turn into one. We don't really know yet.
It just turns into a glacier.
Just turns into a glacier.
Have you
I
turned-
have seen you give many things away, and most of them are cursed.
Oh, man.
You know what? What the heck? What's my form that has the most hit points? Just in case. Alright. I am going to go into a space where I can because I'm big.
Mhm.
Into a hungered giant hyena. For funsies.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, you turn into a giant hungered hyena. um, which is lovely.
It's so pretty. I will roll hit points and hope for the best. Close enough. Yeah, Egil is here, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay,
You do note with your perception, he has really red eyes.
Probably fine.
Yeah, you turn into a giant
Oh,
hungered hyena. You have
probably.
these large patches of strange fallen off bits of skin that are replaced with red. Looks like your body has partially turned to blood. Um, there is uh, this acidic liquid that is in your mouth, and you can't stop laughing, snickering and giggling as you're in hyena form. That classic beautiful hyena laugh.
Amazing.
Yup.
So we just see a cackling hyena.
Yup. A real fucked up hyena. Maybe also like a second head on the side of its neck or something like that.
Just
like
like
a
a
small,
just like
like a
undeveloped,
yeah,
undeveloped.
undeveloped small baby head.
Ace isn't the only one that gets baby things.
You said baby hands, got baby heads.
So, how you?
Well,
So
this
who's gonna feed the hyena the potion? Okay. So you walk up to the hyena, you uncork the bottle. The second you do that, it begins fizzing, and then suddenly, those like elephant paste videos, it just begins oozing out. What do you do? Do you still try to feed the hyena?
oh my, what have I done?
You quickly
Quickly
yeet it into
eat.
the mouth. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Yeah, you quickly yeet this. Also, roll me just roll me a d20. Actually, as well. 15. What's the AC on the hyena?
The AC is 12.
Okay. Yeah, so you watch as it begins to just overflow out of the little potion. Bonnie goes to step towards you to yeet it in your mouth. Bonnie slips and starts falling on their back and throws it into your mouth, which it crashes inside your mouth. Go ahead and make me a con saving throw, please. Bonnie, the floor is instantly ice. You realize as the strange overflow of the potion of glacialness hits the ground, it immediately ices it, and you fall on your back. Just
Oh no, we're about to
you are
kill a
prone.
Jaw. Oh, what the what?
Okay.
What have we done, Bonnie? We've killed him.
Pink, I hope you have a backup character. You're gonna need it.
It's been a pleasure serving with y'all.
Oh, about to turn smooth into a crystal an ice sculpture.
So,
Should have made him sign um a what's it called?
an
A
NDA.
waiver.
NDA.
Waiver, yeah, waiver. I was about to say NDA, but no, it's a waiver. We should have made him sign a waiver.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're gonna
we
take
can't blame me. You agreed to
uh,
this.
9 slashing damage from broken glass. And 9 cold damage.
Okay.
And then you are frozen. As you feel the inside of your body is basically hit with liquid nitrogen, and you just freeze. Suddenly, you go from laughing to just being stuck, and you are considered stunned.
Okay. When you say frozen, do you mean like we see frost on them, ice? Like, what do we see?
Oh yeah, you watch as there's it's almost like watching. I'm trying to just think about like an example for this. And you just watch like coursing
Like a
across their body, like you watch as permafrost just begins to
Yeah,
cover
permafrost. Yeah,
cover the edges
permafrost
of their
first.
body. Their hairs on like begin freezing on end as they just freeze in front of you.
Walk over. I kind of tap like the tips of the fur that's like sticking up and out. Hmm.
They shatter.
Oh, this with a tap. Oh my.
You're gonna make me bald.
Well, this is certainly the opposite of the intended application. Rather fragile and as well. Where are we at right now?
Um, you right now, it's later in the day, I believe. You're probably about right here in the middle of the ocean.
No, like we're on the ship.
Probably near your rooms.
Okay. Well, Bonnie, we now know what this does. However, we need to keep watch over a jaw for a while. They're rather brittle. If they fall, who knows how easily they would shatter. Get some chairs just to prop them up.
Yeah, so you begin propping up your frozen teammate um, as they are stuck and stunned.
Damn. This was a crazy outcome.
Mm-hmm. At the end of your turn, you can make another con save.
Alrighty.
Ooh, this is a nat 20.
Nice.
Slay.
Yeah. You only take another 13 points of cold damage. As you
Oh,
unfreeze, you're
Oh,
feeling
I thought that.
your movement being able to come back as you begin to kind of break free of the cold that has surrounded you.
the hyena will laugh.
Oh man, I'm just thinking about it. So if a jaw had failed the saving throw, that means they would have stayed frozen and took more damage. That's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, I gotta make more of these.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yep. A potion of glaciation.
Potion of glaciation. Oh my. I love this campaign. As
Yeah,
much
it
as
can
I
be
love Gamesh, he could have done none of this.
essentially it's more of a throwable thing.
It's like an ice
Essentially,
grenade.
yeah, it's an ice grenade. So within a span of a 30-feet radius, upon breaking, the potion creates difficult terrain as it immediately turns that terrain into ice.
Bro just got mazel.
Basically. The ice lasts for 1 minute till it melts.
So the freezing of a jaw was just because it got
Ingested.
ingested. Okay.
Mm.
Good to know. Good to
Yeah.
know. That could be some insane
Upon
torture.
ingestion, it works like an ice storm spell.
Ooh. Oh my, that's so amazing. Ugh. Shredding and freezing your stomach.
So it's the
Oh,
damage of the ice storm spell. That's what I used for the initial, and then the cold damage repeats every turn until unstunned.
good to know. Can we say that I made notes as I was doing it so I could know how to do this again?
Sure. Yeah, I'd allow
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I imagine you are a doctor. You write down your
Oh yeah,
your
I
everything.
understand science. I actually I even rewrite them down, second copy, and I'll give the second copy to Bonnie.
Mm. Nice. And I would say because of your medical skill, and we didn't discuss how many of batches of seaweed you got. You got one for each creature.
Okay, and I used one to make this.
Yes. So that would leave you with 5 more left.
Okay. You got the recipe for the potion of glaciation.
Mm-hmm. Different than a potion of glacial resistance, but in your case, probably better, as you don't really need to breathe underwater at the moment. As that is what the potion of glacial resistance does. Gives you resistance to cold damage, and you can breathe underwater. Yeah.
Ajal will switch back and then just go, that was highly unpleasant.
Indeed, I'm certain. What did it feel like? I have never seen a flash frozen individual and that survived from it, of course.
It felt like I ate an entire carton of ice cream really, really fast.
As happens often in the D&D world.
As happens often.
Yeah, fantasy ice cream.
It goes like, the fuck is ice cream?
Fantasy Blue Sky. Azul Harrington. Paragon. That's what it is.
Okay. And
Or like when you wake
you're
up in the
welcome to
morning and
Bonnie.
your fire has gone out in the night.
Oh, what's a monster that starts with B? Ben and Gelatinous Cube. Oh wow.
Okay. All right. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah. Well, I like you all experimenting with stuff. It's actually really good. And failing so badly.
That it works.
I
Failed
mean,
so
yeah,
badly. We did a good job.
yeah. I'll try to reward it. Baylor and Gelatinous Cube. There we go. Instead of Ben and Jerry's. failure is a step towards unexpected success.
Mm,
Nice.
that's the truth.
Yeah. So you all kind of go about your own things, preparing yourselves for the rest of the afternoon's events. Um, and as you go and do that,
Oh my.
Egil, you begin to feel more and more pressure in your legs. Um, so you kind of go and take a break, sit down. You take off. Do you have shoes on, right?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you go and like sit down and begin investigating why your like legs hurt so much and your feet hurt. And you begin looking at them, and you kind of pull your toes, your little clawed toes apart, and you realize they're webbed. And you feel like your legs are longer and smoother. Your teeth have grown dramatically.
My eyes are deeper red.
Yeah.
Mm,
And you still feel not good.
okay. This could be turning me. I'll go find either Ripley or Osna. Who's ever closer? Because I think they both have removed curse.
Yeah, I imagine they're together.
Do I'm, putting finishing touches on my arts and crafts.
Mm-hmm.
He'll kind of stumble in a little bit. I might require some assistance.
Yeah, you look at him. He looks bad. His eyes are sunken in and red, like shining red, like there's a light of warmth.
Ooh.
This crown, it needs to go.
Yeah, I'll cast a remove curse.
Okay.
On the crown or on
You
him?
cast remove curse.
I'll do it on the crown, even though I want to do it on him.
Okay. Yeah, you cast remove curse. Um, with that, the immediately Egil, you feel these drastic changes across your body. You feel the warmth within you fades slightly. You're still generally warm, as you're immune to cold. You feel suddenly like your scales shift and change. Your bones ache as they get back into their normal positions, and you're no longer transforming into a cat bear as you take off the crown. I assume. But you don't feel good.
But oh,
Yeah. You feel sickly, and you feel a deep set of coughs coming on.
I uh I'll scramble to my things and I'll get the uh my concoction, my elixir,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll try to see if taking a dose helps me.
Yeah, you take a dose of your elixir and you sit there for a moment, breathing heavy and deep, and you feel slightly better, but you feel like whatever transformation you were just undergoing, it was not helpful to your body. Like, even though this item was supposed to make you more healthy, you feel like it did the opposite. I need you to lower your con by 1.
Ah.
Oh
Damn.
no.
Woo. Luckily, it was at a 9, so I didn't really change anything.
No.
Still, it's the principle of the matter.
It is the principle that you feel worse.
You got fucked over.
Whoopsies.
Oh man.
Yeah, you all turn and look at Egil, who looks like visible death at the moment.
I don't think it had the intended effects.
Seems like a lot of things around here are not having the intended effects.
Well, I'm sorry it didn't really go according to plan.
Unforeseen results. Just means there needs to be further research. Like his mouth. I'm sure he's like got a whole lot of spittle coming up.
Mm.
I must go write down notes. And he kind of goes by to be by himself for a little bit, like gathers himself.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, you head off to be by yourself, spend some time alone, and to grapple with this question of what just happened. And as you go and rest and try to gain some semblance of strength, we're gonna end the session there.
You guys are trying to take me out.
Oh no,
Whoopsies.
the consequences of our actions!
I didn't do
I hate those.
anything.
Oh,
I
Like,
hate when there's
listen,
consequences.
it was an item that, uh, you know, increases your constitution,
yeah.
but your sickness maybe is stronger than that.
Oh no. Well, to be fair, a whole monastery has been that I lived in that handled medical things, couldn't figure it out. So fair enough.
It's a debilitating disease.
Ah man. Well, maybe maybe the next thing will work.
Maybe.
If we keep pumping you full of curses, one of them's bound to be good eventually, right? That's how that works.
Exactly.
Truly.
And honestly, even if it's not that, it's like maybe the right combination of curses makes it better.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Oh
You
man.
just have to be careful how we layer them.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's all. It's a very particular order and very particular timing you have to do.
Yeah.
I will say, just like one little last thing to tack on to the end of this session. I think it would be really funny if, you know, Ace and your doll sees this happen, and then you hear your doll's voice in your head say, "I can't wait to get my hands on a good corpse again," while looking at Egil.
Ooh.
Damn.
I think you need to teach the doll some more phrases.
It has a lot of
Maybe
phrases.
some less creepy ones.
That's a lot of phrases.
Nothing defies
A lot
the
of phrases
pure
and all of them are
determination
creepy,
of
yeah.
madness. Listen, they're all great. I love them. The world's ending, obviously.
Ace is probably just gonna say, not yet. Because that's the truth. He's
I
not dead yet.
suppose.
That wasn't a no.
Well, once he's dead, he doesn't have much of an opinion, does he?
Does it count as a sacrifice if it's dead? That is one of its quotes.
Does it count as a sacrifice if it's dead? Yeah.
I don't even know where these are from anymore, honestly.
I've probably said them somewhere along the line.
Oh, you definitely have said them somewhere. I've heard them.
Clearly.
Man, that's funny. That's funny indeed.
Oh yeah, very good. And hey, I had a great quote today too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you did. You certainly did. He just winks from above.
Yeah, the plural form of wink. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man.
uh,
It's just facts.
and that was him blessing us.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh.
Not that was him blessing us. Oh my
Love a good
god.
grim blessing.
Oh,
What a good white raven. Yeah.
Oh no. We the whole time we thought it was bird poop.
Yeah, it's one
Uh,
freaky bird.
One
Oh
freaky
no.
God. I've never regretted saying something so fast.
that was hilarious.
You're telling
Okay.
me.
Oh man. All right. I need to go to bed.
Oh yeah. Wish you all a good night and
Of course, of course.
we'll play
Wonderful
next week.
session as per usual.
Oh yeah.
Good night. Thank you.
Good
Um,
night.
one thing, real fast. Uh, I think we have 3 weeks. Yeah, no. 2 weeks more of game, and then we'll take a week off for sure. I will be on vacation. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So.
On the 3rd?
Huh?
On the 10th, I
On the
think. Then.
Yeah. The
So we have
10th.
2 more weeks of games, and then on 10th
Yeah.
we go
Yeah.
on
On the 10th
vacation.
of February, I will not be able to play. I'm just giving you all a forewarning. I will be in
Oh.
Mexico.
Oh, fun.
Look at you living life.
I try sometimes. If I get kidnapped by the cartels, just wish me the best of luck in knowing Dragon Ball Z.
Hey, look, there you go. That's how you survive.
I know. I'll try my best. I don't know nothing.
Oh no. Never mind.
Get flashcards to study on the plane.
Exactly.
I might have to.
Yep,
Just
start
say
por
watching those
favor, no
Kamehameha.
movies.
déjense
Yeah.
de respuesta.
Hey, just say Super Saiyan to Kamehameha. They'll get it.
Oh
Just
yeah.
say you love Goku, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's all I need. But yeah.
Like I said, good session though, everybody. Good session.
Great session.
Yeah.
Talk to you all
All
later.
right. All right. Until next week.
Good
Take it
night.
easy.
Night.